What's wrong with people? No, for real. What's wrong with people? It's the thought process me. What the hell is wrong with people? Like, ma'am, sir, make it make sense at the end of the day. You know, you never did a book bars cover. And I say that respectfully because it's just the thought process for me. Ma'am, sir, make it make sense. You're able to have multiple wives, right? But I only want one person. You're able to be in multiple situations, ma'am, sir, right? But I only want one person. And I don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards myself or others around me. Like, I'm just trying to stay in my lane and elevate my little relationship or whatever the case may be. But you want to have multiple kids with the multiple kids and all that, or whatever the case may be, and have hundreds of wives or whatever. But I only want one person. And you making my life difficult within my own life. It be the thought process of me. Who the real one causing all the real corruption out here? Like, for real. It's the thought process of me. Like, ma'am, sir, everybody's not the same, and I say that respectfully. But come on now, let's make it make sense with the real innocent people. Like, for real, the people in the back, hello, we got voices too, hello. We ain't got malicious intentions. It's a thought process of me. We just only want one person and one person only. The one that's gonna love me. You know, for a long time. Yeah. All that multiple partners and hurting somebody's feelings and they got to get a diagnosis because they dealing with depression, anxiety. Nah, we ain't on that timing. No. We only want one person. And I say that respectfully. I'm talking for the people in the back. What happened? It be the thought process for me. You ever been reevaluating your thought process with the reevaluating your thought process and they always want to point the finger at you? Like, wait, hold on. You know, it's a good crowd of people. Then they got the bad, toxic people, though, whatever it may be. We part of the good crowd. Yeah, we part of the innocent citizens over here. Mind our goddamn business. We don't want no problem. We don't want no drama, respectfully. But trust and believe, if you want to speak up and on some shit that we need to speak up on, trust and believe, even in exchange, respectfully. That's it. All that toxic behavior, whatever it can be, save for the bird, because we don't care. Respectfully, we just only want one person to love. It's the thought process for me. Why are you making it so difficult with them being difficult at the end of the day? We ain't making your challenge difficult for you. Like to have your cake and eat it too Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and just because moments. Nah. Far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. It's the thought process for me. For real. It really is a thought process for me. Ma'am, sir, just because someone's sexual orientation, they prefer the same sex, I say this. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody has malicious intention to bring harm towards an innocent person or others around them, or let alone themselves. Just like you. You wouldn't want someone to label you as a person that has malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. And I say that respectfully. Everybody's not in the same boat when it comes to that toxic behavior, bringing harm towards innocent people, or wanting to start all the time. Not everybody's built that way, and not everybody has the energy for that, and I say that respectfully. Like, when is the violence going to stop? When is this discrimination call going to stop? Like, ma'am, sir, like, make it make sense at the end of the day. Respect is a two-way street. The enemy allowed us to believe to go against each other, our neighbor, when we didn't have malicious intentions towards each other. But the enemy stepped in, became your best friend, and allowed you to believe that everybody's not the same, because they're not. And they allowed you to believe that everybody is the same. You wouldn't want someone judging you, and I say that respectfully, discriminating against you or your family. And I say that respectfully. It's the thought process for me. How we trying to elevate and stopping our growth. Because when it comes to respect, we can't respect one another. It's a one-sided situation when it comes to respect. Or then it's the coherent thing, like you can't understand or be comprehension as to what I'm saying. Because you're taking it as you already answered your own problem within your own problem, as it was never a problem when it comes to respect. And I say that respectfully. It's the thought process for me. How they project negative energy on a group of people at the end of the day who don't even float in the same boat when it comes to that toxic behavior, or when it comes to disrespecting youngins. It be the thought process of me. How we're not against our neighbor, we're here to protect our neighbor. That energy hit different. It's the thought process for me. Are you okay, neighbor? Do you need help, neighbor? No malicious intentions at the end of the day. Respect is a two-way street. What happened to it? They say it takes a village to raise a child. And it also takes a village and a community to have peace within the community, to respect one another. Because respect is a two-way street. It's the thought process for me. Wow, that's how real it is. They don't want me to speak up. They don't want me to be real and authentic. That's what we're supposed to be when it comes to our self-respect for ourselves. But it'd be the thought process for me how the enemy would step in and allow you to believe it's the norm to go against your neighbor when it was never the norm. Especially someone that don't got malicious intentions, let alone it's hurting an innocent person. It's the thought process for me. Wow. See how they brainwashed in the brainwashing? They get to start in the brainwash to allow you to believe certain things are the norm at the end of the day. But look, that could be your neighbor. That could be your sister, your brother. That could be you. Someone is going against you, wants someone to defend you. It'd be the thought process for me, especially a person that's in their lane, elevate, becoming their best self, vision of themselves. They not bothering nobody. They just trying to elevate. It's the thought process for me. How you discriminate against somebody and they don't got malicious intentions. What happened about everybody else that you're being one-sided against. It's the thought process for me. How they always want to pick and judge to a group of people that they think that's so powerful at the end of the day. But how so when they going against it? It's the thought process for me and not going against the root of the evil when it comes to the enemy. It's the thought process for me. Did you forget? Respect is a two-way street. We not against you. When you know, you know. We're not against you. Respect is a two-way street. We not against you. Respect is a two-way street. We not against you. Respect is a two-way street. We walk in a lane to elevate, to become our best self visions of ourselves. All that toxic distraction within distraction. We not trying to be distracted today. Here the environment is so cold outside, but being sidetracked, that was never part of the plan. Elevating was always part of the plan. And I say this respectfully, it was always God's plan. Because when your steps is ordered when you least expect it, God will guide you to better days. For the right direction with the right protection, with God's protection. For us to unite together without going against each other, disrespecting each other. It's the thought process for me. I can respect my neighbor. Why my neighbor doesn't understand that God is truly working in my favor. Or my neighbor doesn't understand that I can respect my neighbor because my neighbor is quick to judge me. Yeah, judging a book by its cover. My neighbor's only playing their own face, and I say that respectfully. Interrupting the mindset of an innocent person that's just trying to elevate. It's a thought process for me. You wouldn't want nobody playing with your mindset, and I say that respectfully, let alone your freedom or your thought process or your pockets at the end of the day. Especially when you ain't got malicious intentions. That energy hit different. You know, stop the violence. Stop the discrimination. Like, stop picking and choosing when you gonna point out people that you feel like, you know, are all the same. Because there's nobody pointing a finger at that next sex orientation at the end of the day, pointing at y'all when we don't think all of you are the same. And I say that respectfully, because there's a lot of weird stuff that we hear too. But who are we to judge at the end of the day? We gonna let God handle that. And I say that respectfully. But not everybody is about violence. Not everybody's about going against their neighbor. Not everybody's about hurting children. And I say that respectfully. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and it also takes a community and a village to have respect for one another and to be at peace with each other. And I say that respectfully. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people, and you are genuinely respected by all the right people. Anytime you treat your respect 365 days with no malicious intention to bring harm to yourself and others around you. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or person with intentions. Psych out your thought process, none of your freedom in your pockets. Because you got malicious intentions, because they got malicious intentions. Protect your energy, because everybody's deserving your time. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. With God's protection for every direction. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day. Have a safe weekend. Protect your energy because not everybody's deserving your time. Now you genuine love, respect. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Here's the thought process for me.